Welcome to this edition of Legislative Update. I'm your host, Matt Swenson. This is State Representative Al Doty. Welcome, Al.
Thank you, Matt.
It's good to have you in the studio. Good to have you folks tune in at home to hear what's happening here at the state capitol, hear what Representative Doty is doing on your behalf, and you folks have gotten off to a quick start here at the capitol, trying to get jobs on the ground as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody out here knows that unemployment is a huge problem, and certainly my district is among the worst in the state. One of our two boat manufacturers in Little Falls went through bankruptcy. The other one is going to close down in a matter of months completely. And you add those numbers up, and we're sitting at least in the 17%, even a little higher range than that, with some people that have been out of jobs so long that they're not even unlisted anymore because they can't find anything and there's no point in looking. So it's grim out there. It really is. And people need to know that is really our number one concern here, and we're taking that just as seriously as can. And every bill that we look at is, can it be a jobs bill? That is completely our goal. We couldn't raise enough in taxes to get out of this mess. We can't cut enough government to get out of this mess, either one. We have to grow the economy. That's the only answer that'll work. And people need to understand we are very seriously going about that work. And yeah, it's a fast start, absolutely. Absolutely,
and you mentioned just then that unemployment in your area is as high as 17%. We're looking at 7% unemployment statewide right now, so that's a significant difference right there. 220,000 Minnesotans unemployed. As you mentioned, another 20,000 Minnesotans who have given up looking, and 90,000 Minnesotans who have taken jobs that are a fraction of the wage that they used to be earning.
Yeah, We've had several constituent groups in our office, this week again, including some that I just finished with here that are, extremely, I don't know what the right word is even to use, panicky or just hopeless and all those things at the same time, because there just isn't anything. They've knocked on every door, they've opened every piece of mail, they've gone to every website, they've done all the things that are supposed to work to help you get a job, and the jobs just simply don't exist. And so until we get that fixed, our job is not done.
Absolutely, and that's why you've been working with such a sense of urgency on this year's bonding bill. Early in this session, state economist Tom Stinson told you folks that it was important to pass this bonding bill, put tens of thousands of Minnesotans back to work, many of those in your district.
Yeah, the bonding bill had, the House version of it had a little over $16 million worth of projects for 12B. Really pleased about that. They were things that could have been started immediately on the construction end of it, and a trail piece that would have brought literally thousands of people a year from outside the district into our area to spend money in several of our communities. And so the work of getting that many projects in there and explained to people is kind of daunting, but the final outcome, of course, is what we're looking for, and that's economic improvement.
Absolutely, and I know that some folks at home are asking, Al, there's a deficit, how come you're spending money? And I think that's really important for people to understand how a bonding bill works. It really isn't spending more money that the state doesn't have.
No, and first thing, we should talk really quickly that the people that compare the state budget to your family budget are missing an extremely important point. When your family budget's in trouble, you cut back, you have to. When times are rough for people out there, that's when there's more need for government spending. We have more people with unemployment, we have more people losing their health insurance, they're going on different programs for that. And so we're backwards here. When times are rough, there's more need for us. And so we are under what all the financial houses tell us is a good bonding level, so that's not a problem. And if we do this wisely so that we're spending money on things that are going to be here after we're done paying for them, then I think we've made a good investment. Compare that to your house. Very few people go out and pay cash for their house. They'll pay cash for their groceries. If you're running those on your credit card, you may be in trouble. But you buy your house, long-term payments, you get something for it, and at the end of your life, it's worth something. That's kind of how we look at the bonding bill. Plus, And besides being a good investment, it puts people to work right away.
Well, obviously some more work to do on the bonding bill right now to iron out the differences between the legislature and the governor. I know you're looking for bipartisan solutions, and you'll come back and tell us what happens next.
We'll do that for sure.
All right, thanks so much, Al. Thanks for tuning in at home. We'll see you next time on Legislative Update.